Hello everyone! And welcome back to the Roulette Rivals World Championship 2024, where we are once again back in Group D. My name is Cabin, you may simply call me Cab, and with Group D specifically, we are reaching the end. Only 6 matches remain of this group, with the 2 players in question for this match being, to the left, mikulers, and to the right, zRune. zRune of which has their 7th and final match right here, right now, sitting at a solid 20 points and a perfectly balanced record of 3 wins and 3 losses. mikulers, this being their 5th match, with 1 win and 3 losses, currently sitting at 7 points, and let's see here, and a 6th place. Mind you, zRune in 4th place with 20 points, with Luke.png in between them in 5th place with only 19 points, also having 3 matches to play as well. So, as our lovely admin and record holder of this very map says in chat, there are some big stakes at there are some big stakes at stake here, is what I was about to say, as the map, of course, is Miami, and the record holder is, of course, Yanini. And yes, as Yanini will further comment, mikulers gotta sweep to stay alive, and zRune gotta take 1 map to advance. With less than, well, 1 second until we have the spin, it is Sierra Knox with a loud shotgun as a crashed Kronstadt driver, and Robert Knox with an SMG as the street musician. Ah, street musician disguise. Such a horrible, horrible disguise for Miami. So, realistically, I would presume that we will see at least 1 player going for street musician first, and then getting the Robert kill down as soon as possible. What else? We could maybe see a medic lure with the Crash Kronstadt driver disguise. Either that, or I would say Marshall is the play for this particular spin, as both our players are loading in at around the same time. zRune starting off by a Marina, and mikulers starting off by default, only to immediately replan, I'm afraid. Oh dear. Switching out their sidearm for an SMG, as zRune is approaching the street musician with rapid pace, has the Calmer in hand, and that is the street musician immediately knocked out for zRune to grab. Excellently done. mikulers, having already loaded in, has the street musician in front of them as well, will drop a Bleg for them instead, as those 2 NPCs will just walk by and not notice a thing. And there we go, that is both our players in the street musician disguise. mikulers now making their way out of the tunnel, and zRune moving on up the stairs to where Robert's laptop is. Robert himself walking down the stairs as we speak, as zRune will climb up this pipe. Just to get on that ledge there, yes, excellent. And we'll shoot the laptop up close and personal and wait for Robert to arrive. mikulers moving up those very same stairs that zRune did earlier, up to the overpass. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, mikulers is shooting the laptop now here on the overpass, and I think that's better than what zRune did of shooting it up close, because I believe this will save some time in getting Robert. Could have also maybe gotten Robert with a peekaboo into the little storage room there, with how Robert was placed on mikulers' end. But it's all good regardless. Both our players Here we go. zRune just got the Robert kill. He's a few seconds prior. mikulers will as well, patiently waiting for Mr. Knox to arrive into the storage room like that. And let's see. There we go. Knocks him out as well for good measure, and we'll drag him into the storage room. With zRune, of course, in the bodyguard disguise. Sorry, Kronstadt security disguise. Makes their way down the stairs of the overpass. Is now in this little employee area with the wrench and the VIP pass. And going out the door to the crowds by the entrance. And the blue seed driver will have a super enforcer walk towards them, unfortunately. But it's okay, they will just make it through the VIP access area. As mikulers, disguised as street musician is making their way down the overpass stairs and into the same staff area that zRune was in earlier. Ooh, is the... Yeah, okay, the street musician is allowed into the race area. That's good to know. That is good to know. As, yeah, let's see. I believe both our players have two different routes to getting towards the medbay here. With zRune now in the back storage area with the waiter disguise and the Kronstadt. What you call it? The Kronstadt paddock. Yes, that's what they call it. And mikulers taking the medbay route into that same storage area. zRune now in the medbay itself with the crashed Kronstadt driver and Dr. Sorensen right in front of them. Knocks out Sorensen, knocks out the driver. As mikulers, let's see, they're going to vault over this wall with that Kronstadt mechanic who's by the car, through a coin to distract them, and will successfully make it past. All while still being disguised as a street musician, mind you. Very well done from mikulers. And they will throw a hammer as well to lure over a mechanic from the, shall we say, from all of the other mechanics in the pit. zRune, disguised as the Kronstadt driver, is now in the pit themselves. Will throw a wrench to get a mechanic themselves. Interesting. Have either of our players sugar? They might have picked it up while I wasn't looking. Yeah, there we go. Because mikulers is making the pit stop, pouring down the sugar. And yeah, I must have just completely missed that when they picked up the sugar. With zRune, disguised as a medic, is now back into the pit, most likely as a peekaboo disguise for Sierra. As mikulers will now make that peekaboo in just a moment. Swapping into the lovely street musician for one last time, I would presume. As they ready up the peekaboo for Sierra. There you go. That is Sierra caught hook, line, and sinker for mikulers. zRune. What? Is zRune going to get sugar? No. Maybe they're downstairs in the changing rooms. Ah, to pick up their stash, to pick up their shotgun most likely. Yeah, gotcha. With mikulers having knocked out Sierra, now in front of the medbay now, to knock out Dr. Sorensen and the Kronstadt driver. As the driver's taking a drink, very cleanly done by mikulers. In the disguise now, with Sierra knocked out, only needs to eliminate her. zRune disguised as a medic. Has Sierra approaching. Yeah, no, zRune did the medbay lure. That's what zRune did. I realize that now, I think. But unfortunately, I believe it's too late! What? No! No! mikulers got the kill! mikulers got the kill, ran out with the shotgun in hand, and thus got spotted by the fellow mechanics. Oh, that's a disaster and a half. zRune now switching into the medic disguise. Has Sierra out here. Did sugar, by the way. I did realize that they did the sugar pit stop for Sierra to just get her out there. Got the peekaboo as well. And it's just waiting for Sierra to enter this little storage room. Closes the door. There we go, she's knocked out. Now, you just need your driver disguise, which I believe zRune has stashed here in the area. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. By the little medic side room where you could otherwise get the free medic disguise. Shotgun in hand, makes it over to Sierra, and she's dead. She's dead. And boxed. Please! Yes, zRune dropped the shotgun, thank you. I did not want a double rip there. As they will make it across the red carpet. And most likely... Ooh, hang on. Yeah, Nini just pointed out something really important here. Because zRune is making their way to the default exit. But on the way, they will have to take care of the security footage in the security room here. Which might be what they're going for. It's either that or climb up the pipe just outside the Kronstadt pit stop up to the second floor and deal with the security there. But yeah, zRune will calmer this security guard by the printer. And will delete the evidence with an SMG just a few moments prior. And move on to default exit. And with that, I will wait until it's finished. But yeah, one last body found, being the calmer guard. And then we had confirmation that zRune finished with 8 minutes and 47 seconds in-game time and 9 minutes and 53 seconds real time of what I believe was their first run. So, that will be 2 points going to zRune, leaving the score at 0-2 as we move on to their pick, being, of course, Haven Island. From Largeso in the chat. Oh, another Haven. Daring today, are we? zRune, of course, having picked both Haven and Chongqing as their two maps against their fellow opponents, having picked Haven 4 times now, including this one, and Chongqing the remaining 3 times. As we see here, we have some chatting between our two lovely players. zRune, I heard Diana say the race is ending, so I was like, oh, medic lure is working. But I think I delayed it? Question mark? And I'm trying my best to think about what could have possibly caused that delay. Because I know that if you disguise as a Kronstadt mechanic or a Kuvon mechanic, that delays the race. But does that include the driver? Question mark. I'm not sure. Yes, going to check things out here as we have less than 2 minutes until we arrive. Both our players having played Haven many a times before. 10 visits from mikulers, 3 wins and 7 losses, and 20 visits from zRune. 10 wins, 9 losses, 1 tie. As we also have a personal best of 15 minutes and 12 seconds from mikulers, and a personal best of 10 minutes and 8 seconds from zRune. And of course, a map record by the one and only Scruffy. 5 minutes and 37 seconds. And yeah, we will see here Yeah, we now have confirmation from Yanini as well in the chat that zRune switched into the mechanic to grab Smuggle, and that delays the race. So it was, in fact, the mechanic disguise that delayed the medic lure for zRune. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. And I believe Pack had the same issue as well on Miami, just switching into the mechanic. And it's not, like, that's not a decent, like, sorry, that's not, like, a common thing to know. Because I believe I myself learned it as soon as it happened to Pack.
Prepare yourself.
Regardless, we have less than 10 seconds until Haven arrives.
7, 6.
Let's
5,
have a look-see here
4,
at how the rest of this
3,
match will turn out.
1.
It is Tyson Williams with
Eliminate
Starfish
the
as the bodyguard, Stephen Bradley with Falling Object, oh boy, as tech crew, and Yudmila Vetrova with a fiber wire as the masseur, no target, pacification. Right, to be fair, okay, alright, Stephen Bradley Falling Object, I don't like it. I will say that, I don't like it. But all things considered, there are worse falling object spins. There are much worse falling object spins than this. And I believe, let's see, Tyson Williams is a starfish. There's a starfish in the villa, isn't there? There's a starfish in the villa, isn't there? Get the bodyguards, guys. Get Tyson down. And then there's a tech crew, both by the villa and, I believe, by Stephen Bradley's little bar as well. I believe there's a tech crew that you could get if you really wanted to. With zRune having loaded in as I'm rambling here and knocked out the tech crew by the grill and Villa staff start. As mikulers will also start off as Villa staff and move on right past that tech crew and into the fruit room to pick up their lovely banana. And will most likely move up to Tyson Williams as soon as possible, with zRune being in the bathroom of the projector room, having made a throw lure for the Villa guard here. A classic isolation. And also confirmed my thoughts of there being a starfish in that bathroom. Takes the bodyguard disguise and will have Tyson eliminated just like that. There we go. So zRune, disguised as a bodyguard, will swiftly make their way into this security room, pick up the silence pistol, and most likely make their way out to get their knocked out tech crew from earlier. As mikulers now gets a bodyguard disguise as well, starfish in hand, that is Tyson down screaming. With zRune now having the tech crew disguise, will most likely delete the evidence whilst they're out here.
2 targets remaining. Tyson Williams eliminated.
Just reading a chat here, Rupon said something that made me chuckle. mikulers is getting the tech crew that's in the basement here, it would seem. Maybe I'm completely way off with there being a tech crew on Stephen Bradley's little island. I might be completely misremembering things here. And I mean, speaking of Stephen, zRune is approaching Stephen, who's been to the gym, has gone down the stairs, and is just walking past the medical hut here. And into the snorkel instructor's hut first, of course. As they will get the stethoscope as a fiber wire. mikulers trying to make it across this little patch of road towards the masseur house, but will unfortunately get caught. Oof. And yeah, thank you, channel joined in the chat, for clearing things up. There is no tech crew on Steven's Island. Only Volgards, a waiter, and a random guy with no disguise. So yeah, it was the waiter that I somehow mixed up with tech crew. That's my bad. With zRune as the tech crew in question knocked out the Masseur. We'll pick up 2 coins. As mikulers will knock out this Villa Guard in the projector room once again. zRune, 3 minutes and 50 seconds in-game time. Still has Steven in the snorkel hut. Might be the dialogue that's making Steven take so long. It's rough. It really is. It's rough. As mikulers has subdued this bodyguard right around the corner once again, will get the starfish kill in a similar fashion to last time. And there we go. Tyson Williams eliminated. Grabs the 2 coins. Disguises himself as a waiter, interestingly enough, and then switches into this Villa Guard disguise. As zRune will Seeker Steven's Villa Guard. Interesting. As Steven is now making it past the showers here. And will move towards... Right, I'm starting to see now. zRune with the 2 coins in hand is hoping to lure Steven over to these coconuts over here. By the beach, by the very people who are talking about how reckless Steven is about driving that water scooter. That's water ski? Yeah, the water ski. As zRune is making a chain lure with the coins in question for Steven. Look at this. Look at these froze. mikulers now making it out of the villa as we speak. Will take a different route now through the island. As zRune now has Steven under the coconuts, will make the shot, and that is Steven eliminated. 5 minutes and 30 seconds in-game time, just about. As they will swiftly move on to Yudmila, who's by the restaurant. I don't think she's reached the food quite yet, but she will soon. As zRune switches into the Masseur, will make their way out of the Masseur house. And yeah, now I think Yudmila has reached the food desk and is just talking with the chef. But I don't think she's tasting the food yet. Or is she? Not sure. As zRune threw a coin up onto the restaurant, but I'm unsure as to why. As they're standing here behind this wooden pillar, waiting for this NPC to pass. Ooh, can you make this shot? Yes, you can. zRune got off the shot on Yudmila, and she will make her way to the bathrooms in just a moment. As we will see, it is just a waiting game now for zRune, stethoscope in hand. As mikulers, disguised as a tech crew, has Stephen Bradley in that same snorkel hut, talking with the diving instructor. 3 minutes and 50 seconds in-game time. It's a waiting game for mikulers as well, honestly. And with them having coins as well in their inventory, they might be going with a similar strategy to zRune, with just throwing the coins for Steven under the coconuts. But look at this, zRune now makes the fiber wire elimination on Yudmila, will make their way out of the bathroom, out like that, towards the dunghy boat, and will finish with 7 minutes and 20 seconds in-game time and 8 minutes and 31 seconds real time. That is a GG and well played, going to zRune once again finishing on their first run, I believe, with no rips.
Score.
That
0
is
to 4.
honestly making the difference here on their match. So yes, very, very well done. Once again, we will give both our streams a refresh as we move on to the RNG map of this match, being, of course, Mendoza. It is 2 minutes and 40 seconds until we arrive. I am going to take a sip of my water. Excellent. So, as always, actually, hang on. Hang on. zRune had about 20 visits on Haven Island, last I saw. Here they only have 6 visits on Mendoza, with mikulers having more visits, 9 total. 6 wins, 2 losses, 1 tie, and zRune having a perfectly balanced record of 3 wins and 3 losses. Although with a slightly faster personal best of 5 minutes and 38 seconds compared to mikulers' 7 minutes and 49.
He's been living alone here for what?
And of course, as always, we have an absurdly fast map record of 2 minutes and 59 seconds, this time being set by the one and only Moo. Let's see here. Just checking the remainder of the chats here until we arrive. I'm glad to see how much Mendoza has evolved since last I played. It's always been a map that I like, despite its shortcomings. It is a map that I like very, very much a lot, and just the theming and area and just the vibe, I really dig it. I really like vineyards, it seems. And I'm really happy that things like the snail/phone to lure Tamara down, and just the pump lore being extended and developed upon. It's really fun to see. It's really fun to see those developments happen here in Mendoza.
Prepare yourself. Duel starts in 10 seconds.
Alright, I'm now out of
9,
water. We have less than
7,
5 seconds
6,
until we
5,
arrive. Both our
4,
players at the
3,
ready. Let's
2,
see here. It is
1.
Don Archibald Yates with a
Eliminate
loud
the
assault
target.
rifle as a familiar, and Tamara Vidal with a broadsword as the waiter. Okie dokie. So we have no target KOs for either of our targets. So you could, you know, if you really wanted to, then you could absolutely isolate Tamara with the classic bubblegum into the bushes. Although, honestly, like a seeker maybe into a banana that you knock her out with, that could be something you do. I'm saying that as zRune has both a blue Easter egg and a banana in their inventory. Or maybe... Because that familiar for Yates is the kicker for the spin, ain't it? Like, Tamara, you can do a little bit of whatever you want. You have multiple options on how to, like, get this spin kill with her. It's just a question of what would be best with that together with the Yates kill. As zRune will load in, starting off with the waiter, picking up some coins and a wine bottle. As mikulers now loading in as well, also with waiter start. zRune with a durian in hand. mikulers just jumping straight over the desk and bolting it towards Tamara. zRune has dropped the durian. And for mikulers, we might see a seeker shot. Let's see here. Bumping her quite a bit. Oh no, mikulers is luring Tamara into the bushes. Mikulers is luring Tamara into the bushes with a crowbar, nonetheless, and will knock her out manually, as zRune has made a lure for the sommelier up to the security room, as Mikulers knocks out Tamara Vidal. Mikulers knocks out, Tamara Vidal. zRune knocks out the security guard, and will stash their waiter disguise there. As they now, with a column in hand, has the sommelier walking up the stairs to the security room, will knock him out like so. Mikulers on the roofs of the Yates estate. 1 minute and 16 seconds in-game time. Has Yates on the balcony talking with Valentina. Will make the throw onto her and then knock out Yates just like that, punching him in the face. And we have some active discussions in the Twitch chat about, hey, you can smuggle in the sword. Isn't there a loud AR on the map? And yeah, there is in the locker, and the guards in Villa Basement could work, from both Yanini and Growry in the chat. zRune could make this, as zRune climbs into the window of the 8th estate. 2 minutes in-game time now. Disguised as familiar, has an egg in hand, which they will use to knock out the 2 mercenaries by the stairs. Ooh! Is that a good throw? I believe it is. Okay, zRune got a good throw there. Has both Valentina and Yates walking down the stairs though, and both of them will see the bodies, but that's okay. They will be startled long enough for zRune to knock out Valentina, then knock out Yates. Look at that. Look at that from zRune. That was lovely. Dragging Yates' body up to the 2nd floor will most likely leave him by the bed here. No, drag him into the bathroom, of course, because it's soundproof in there on zRune's end. At Mikulers lured up a mercenary earlier, and yeah, has a loud AR in the briefcase. Has Yates in the bathroom, will make the elimination in just a moment. zRune picking up their loud assault rifle and also the broadsword from the attic, puts it in the briefcase, throws it down in just a moment. There you go. And maybe both our players will make the Yates kill at around the same time, I say, as zRune makes the kill first. And yeah, Mikulers isn't disguised as the sommelier, I just realized. They were disguised as a waiter. So while they have Yates isolated now, actually both targets isolated, they will now move towards Tamara Vidal with the broadsword in their briefcase, with zRune disguised as a mercenary. Right, has Tamara knocked out as well. Yeah, Durian into a knockout earlier. Very nice. They do have someone with a question mark moving towards Tamara Vidal, though. It is a waiter. I think it was. Ooh. Ooh. zRune almost managed to catch them as well with the trank. And just barely missed it. Just barely. That is heartbreaking. So with Mikulers, I mean, it's all eyes on Mikulers now. They could take home 2 points from this match. 4 minutes and 40 seconds in-game time now as we speak. We have a restart from zRune. Oh no. Mikulers with a screwdriver in hand is going to enter the sommelier's area. Yeah, sabotages the vent so that they can make it through. We have some further discussions from the chat as well. The back of the NPC who ripped zRune looked unvested. And thus Could that perhaps have been the sommelier? I'm unsure is the thing. Because I don't know from the top of my head why the sommelier would be walking down those stairs at that particular time. And then Scruffy, of course, mentioning that if only he had left Tamara slightly further up the stairs, she would have been hidden because the top of the stairs are broken. It was 100% the sommelier changing clothes. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's ever the more heartbreaking. And hey, speaking of sommelier, there they are once again. zRune getting their disguise. With a similar strategy as last run. Mikulers, who got the sommelier disguise earlier in the sommelier area as well. Like, that was a while ago, admittedly speaking, but they did a very nice trank onto the sommelier and got their disguise as soon as the waiter ran out. Made it through Yates's basement there with a big whoosh. And we'll make it up this pipe now to the second floor of the Yates estate, where they have Yates isolated. I believe they also left their assault rifle up here for good measure. Only has that one mercenary who's still up guarding the stairs. mikulers is going to corner them just to be super extra safe. And I do not blame you at all. 7 minutes and 17 seconds into the run, gets the car keys. That's the assault rifle right here. And Yates is dead. Switches into the mercenary disguise. Will most likely make it to the car exit. It's looking awfully... No, it's unlocked. Sorry, I thought it looked locked for a second, but I probably was just seeing things. As mikulers makes the exit. 7 minutes and 43 seconds in-game time. And 9 minutes and 10 seconds real time. That will be a GG. 2 points going to mikulers. With 4, of course, going to zRune. As they got the Yates kill once again. And would have swiftly moved on to Tamara Vidal. Whew. On to the group standings, shall we? Because Scruffy mentioned in the chat earlier that zRune has now most likely qualified. Or so we hope, at least. Yay! Look at that! Yeah, look at that on the scoreboard. You love to see it. Fanium, Chris, and now zRune. All of them having advanced to the knockout stage now. Leaving it to mikulers, Luke.png, and Linux Penguin to fight for the 4th and final place. And I can see here on the sheet for Group D as well, Ashton, who's currently in 8th place, has 3 matches in a row. 3 matches, with mikulers being one of them. And yeah, their last match will be in 2 days, which will conclude the entirety of Group D. And then on November 2nd, we have a match against mikulers and zRune. And also a match against some random person in Luke.png. And there it is on November 3rd, mikulers versus Luke.png. That one might be a really important match. Ooh. as we will now move on to the upcoming matches as well. I know I've said the matches for Group D, but we have a bunch of other matches today as well, of many other groups, as we can see here. First of all, being Fusk and Pidgearrow in just over 3 hours, casted over on PAX channel. And then Fly For You versus Reaper 47. After that... Oh, actually, no, it might be on the same time. I just realized. We might have 2 matches at the same time there, and then 2 matches at the same time, an hour after that as well. Oh my, I wish I could help, but I will unfortunately be unavailable. So, I will instead give my best wishes to my fellow casters in taking all of the matches today. I will thank all of you for joining me for this very lovely match. Thank you, Yanini, again for being our fantastic admin. And yeah, I will now make my leave. Best wishes once again. And have it good, folks.